All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to 1851 Franchise. Today, I'm joined by Amy Cheng. Amy, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. To start, do you think you could give us a little background on yourself and just kind of give us a walkthrough on how you ended up specializing in franchise law?
Sure. It was 100% coincidental how I ended up specializing in franchise law. I graduated from law school 25 years ago, and was looking for a transactional job, looking for a corporate job. I knew I didn't want to be a litigator, and I interviewed at what was back then Rutnick and Wolf, which eventually became DLA Piper. And they asked me if I would join the franchise group. And back then, my question was, "What is that? What does that mean? What is franchising?" So that's how I got started. I have been in franchising ever since I started.
Awesome. Perfect. So diving into some of our questions here, the first one is, what do you think is the biggest legal hurdle facing the franchising industry right now?
Wow. There are so many right now, legal and business hurdles. I think that we're all challenged with what a lot of our clients are facing. I think for the next 12 months, what our clients are going to be faced with is trying to figure out how to navigate this new normal that we're all in. Given that we have gone through over 18 months now of the pandemic and new issues have arisen during this time, challenges that our clients have never faced before. What happens when the government requires a store to shut down? What happens when the government requires capacity to be limited? What does a franchisor do? What does so franchisors are reviewing not only what their rights are, but from a business and practical perspective, what is the right thing to do? So those are all new challenges that our clients have really never faced in my experience, and that we are walking them through and trying to find not only the best solutions from a legal perspective, but the right solution from a business perspective that will be a good long-term solution for the company and to get the franchisees through this period, and get them back to a healthy business and healthy financial condition for a lot of franchise companies.
Right. Yeah. Very well said. Yeah. The next one here, what is the most common mistake you see franchise brands making from a legal perspective?
The most common mistake, and this is going to surprise people that this is coming from a lawyer, but I think the most common mistake is for clients to rely on simply the terms of their franchise agreement and their legal rights to make franchisees do what they want them to do. As a good franchisor, I think the best course is always, notwithstanding your rights, how do you make decisions and how do you implement new processes and procedures and with the franchisees buy-in, right? Convincing the franchisees that this is the right thing for the business, right thing for the brand, versus convincing the franchisees that you have no other option pursuant to your contract than to follow what I'm telling you to do. I think that is a mistake that a lot of new franchisors learn very quickly, that looking to the contract for a solution is not always the best way to approach franchisees.
Yeah, it's a great point. In general, the next one here we have is, what do you love most about working with franchises?
Oh, there is never a boring day in my relationships with franchisors. Amazing the things that come up. First, I love the fact that I can work in all kinds of various different industries. I learn from everything from a new food concept to a new exercise concept, to a service concept. So every day is a new challenge. Every day we get to learn about a different business. So from that perspective, franchising is a great place to be. And in addition, franchising is about relationships, right? helping people navigate through relationships. There are definitely ups and downs to every relationship, and franchising is no different. So those are, it gives us the ability to really partner with our clients and to work through those challenges. You really become part of the team, which is something that, as a lawyer, I think it's unique for a lawyer to be in that position and to have that opportunity.
Yeah, I love that. The last one here, what is one thing you think every prospective franchisee should know before joining a franchise brand?
Hmm. So many franchisees are so excited about the concept and the brand that they want to join that I feel like sometimes some of the franchisees forget that at the end of the day, they need to make sure they understand the financial aspects of the business. Which means looking at item 19, if there is an item 19, making sure that they understand the financial performance of the company, but more importantly, doing their diligence, talking to other franchisees, understanding what the costs are to running that business. So no matter how much you love a brand, no matter how important how great and exciting the brand is, how passionate you are about the brand, at the end of the day, you're not going to be successful if you're not financially successful, right? If you continue to lose money in running a brand, that's not going to work. So understanding how you can make that business work financially, I think it's an important thing for all prospective franchisees to consider.
Yeah, amazing. Well, that was all my questions. Thank you so much for joining us today, Amy. That was great.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.